Getting ready to tear it apart. By the end of this, in a couple of months, by the end of this year,
you can look at the weather right
the exposure of which is already happening. And so now when that happens and the people recognize that they're being governed by a people who really don't belong in that position, we need to be prepared to react.
Also, in the National Geographic, they just let out the information. If you're familiar with Brother Lee Red, he also spoke about pretty much the Earth getting hotter. And it was like, I think 2003 in Europe, over 35,000 people had died
because the Earth was coming closer to the sun.
Exactly.
To the sun.
Look at the weather right now.
That's what
Let's think about it. Wow. Let's think about it. This man, like I said, he's not smart. Maybe he just know you. We are partying. He's not smart at all. He just knows you.
He learned from you.
No, but that's why I say he learned from you. Now, we always talk about this. While we partying and drinking and having fun, he's planning, the destruction. Like it's a chapter, what was it, Noah in the ark, when the flood was coming. You're gonna start knocking on the door when the water start coming to your knees and your ankles.
Yes.
Think about it, and then it's gonna be too late.
Yes.
Then you're gonna go to all the ones that know and say, "Please, could you help me get out of this that I'm in?" Wait a minute, I've been telling you this for 5 years. It was coming. You don't see the changes. But if I can keep your mind occupied of drinking and getting high or taking some type of drug and chasing some woman or some woman chasing some guy, you're not even going to think about what's happening.
But that's what it meant when the prophet said that there will be a time when people will be returning to the temples by coattail. However, we must understand what the temple is. The temple is you.
The temple of man.
The temple is the people. So the people are becoming back to themselves. They're realizing that their temple, Solomon's temple, is soul of man. That's their body. They're being more health conscious, etc., etc. So we are returning. We're not returning to that building. We're returning to our own selves.
Self. Sister, as she was waiting for a while, she had a question. I want to actually talk about the Dred Scott case real quick.
I couldn't sleep one night tossing and turning, and I turned on the History Channel. They had the legacy of the Moors. They showed the museums, Cordoba, the university, all the things that we had created over in Spain. And it was pretty deep. It was like 3 o'clock in the morning when they showing it.
Are you talking about
the legacy of the Moors?
That's the legacy of the Moors.
It's a different documentary she's talking about.
Oh, it is?
I seen it, but it's like they're all trying to make it Arabs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're trying to make it like it's Arab.
But they was telling the true
the continued
history,
cover-up.
but making it sound like it was someone else.
Well, even when you look at Saudi, who is the Saudi? What the Saudi means? What the Saudi means?
And I just went to Hawaii, came back from Hawaii, and they have statues, black statues with fezzes on, and they call them Moors. They call them Moors.
What's the French word for Moor? How do you spell a French word for Moor?
It's M-U-U-R and sometimes M-U-I-R. More. M-U-U-R or M-U-I-R or M-O-R-E is also French, meaning like Sabir, amour, meaning love.
Yeah. Didn't Stevie Wonder have a song out like that? Ma chérie amour?
Ma chérie amour.
I was trying to tell you. What is it? Love amour.
It's the first principle is love.
Ma chérie amour.
M-U-U-R. Where's Abdullah? Because he can straighten us out. M-U-I-R.
But the word, what they're telling
and M-O-R-E is more of French that you will see.
They're not hiding anything from you. It's
so when I say peace and love forevermore, M-O-R-E. M-O-R-E, like more, like the word more.
I believe you also can use
more.
an O also. Or an
all of them like
where's Dewey? He's the translator.
No, we're not going to go that far. We just...
No, M-O, one O. But you'll see somebody's last name spelled that.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. But when you look at
M-O-R-E, like the word more.
Like that.
There you go.
Now, Mount Rushmore was the French word of saying more, so they understood that.
Yes.
So I tend to deal with American because all the evidence now proves that this civilization probably is the oldest.
It is.
It is.
Right. Therefore, we should. I mean, we keep going to Europe and stuff.
No. Yeah. I'm not going to Europe.
Civilization. No, I'm just saying.
I know it's here.
Civilization, man, it started from right here.
Right here.
We got it. From right here, and then it went around wherever.
Can I just make one comment and then you got to get to your thing? Just to what you're saying. civilization did start here. As far as Europe is concerned, we all need to know that Europe, first of all, was named after a sister named Queen Europa. So that was ours too. The person who doesn't have a home is the European. We placed them in Europe because the climate was better suited for them. And we need to know that. So we don't give them Europe either.
No,
that's
we don't.
Ours.
That's why I don't give them that name. That's why I
Europa
don't.
means to rope
Exactly.
Europa.
Well,
And
European means found in a slave.
peon, which is slave.
That's
If
all
you
it
look
means.
at means European, meaning the Euro slave, which
Yeah.
they were birthed into slavery by us. We had them in slavery first.
Right.
These are the things that we must put straight in our
That's
mind,
right.
and that
Yeah,
we
you-
taught them.
Well,
They didn't teach us
I'm ready
language, we
to show.
taught them.
Can I get one of the young ones? Can I get one of the young ones? I want them to look up real quick.
Go on.
Huh?
Oh, from New York?
I know, that's why I don't. I'm trying to.
What's your name?
Can I get little Troy? Can you do me a favor? I want them to look up this word.
34, 35.
Look up slave inside there. I want you to, see what Rouse was talking about, because what happened, like she said, they were the first slaves. We weren't slaves. Slave was the Slavics. There were the Indo-Europeans and Scandinavians. So what did they do? They flipped the table on you and made you the slave. That's
Yes,
all
they
they
do.
did.
And you can never be that.
No, I know, but this is what they say in their book.
Yes.
The definition of slave means Slavic. It's
Yes.
the Indo-Europeans and Scandinavians.
Yes.
It's them.
Yes.
You were never a slave.
slave.
You were in bondage. And it was funny because there was a movie that was out, The Patriot. Go look at that. Yo, this man is telling you all the way around with Mel Gibson in it. I like him. Because
But
he's
see,
telling
there
you
isn't
some
the truth is we need to know the keys before we can watch the movies like you just showed tonight, right?
Yeah.
But if we don't teach ourselves and our children the keys so that when they see these things, this is what the schools are for, or places like this, so that when they see these movies, they recognize, hey, they said Ottoman Empire, that's you. Hey, they say the Moravide, the Morahate, that's you.
Exactly. But see, this is what we
Turks, that's you.
we
Arab,
need
that's
to
you.
teach
All
that
of you.
because you have Columbus Day is coming up. And Thanksgiving Day is coming up. And it was nothing but the fall of the Ottoman Turks. And what they do, they just change the letters around.
Yes, they do.
The A,
Yes.
the O to an A.
Yes.
We need to start collecting for the nation. So we could buy another building, and then we can get another building.
And
or
I-
a business in the building.
I have to say
If
one
you
other
can,
thing.
you know, again,
I'll be the first to put up.
We keep saying we
I'm
don't
with it.
have anything.
That's what
We
I'm
keep saying we don't own anything. And this is very important. We are the only ones that are the inheritors to all of this.
Yes.
And so we have to come out of the frame of mind that we don't
Change
have
this
anything because we're basing it on what they say, which they really don't have anything
But-
from the Magna Carta. They have deeds, they have programs, they have bullcrap, corporate interface with you. We own all of it.
But
We
that's
have
why,
to take
Ross, I
that
was sharing with
position.
people is that if
Yes, we
I
abandoned
can sit up
it.
here
People
and
did.
again, the fourth branch of government, I keep saying it. Anybody know?
Yeah.
What's the fourth branch of government?
Well, there's three branches. We know
No,
exactly.
there's a fourth branch of government.
The people.
No.
National government.
We talked about this. What's the
What
fourth?
is it? What,
The media.
Oh, the media.
That's
News,
there you
northeast,
go.
west, and south.
The
You're
fourth
right.
branch of government is the media. They can make you love who you hate and hate who you love.
Yes.
So what do we have to do? Get our foot inside the media. We gotta take, somebody gotta be there to flip it back around when they say this.
But like the
Create
brother
our
said,
own
the
media.
media,
Thank you.
the
We are
media is
creating
not
our media.
necessarily what they have. They, you know, they control that.
But no,
the media
like-
is what we
Stop
like
that.
right now. This brother right here, these cameras, they're making the media.
But that's why
Books
they're there.
That we got books.
That's
up
why I
there. They're
said that's
making the
media. That's why we talk a lot and be like, this is our media.
Yes, it
This is the medium realm that we have to
Yes,
deal
it
with
is.
in the middle. This is how we have to do this. We have to create documentaries. We have to
Yes.
have newspapers.
Yes.
I mean, I know from traveling the Moors and Moors and Round Table. Trust me, we have
Been
books.
around a long time.
We have newspapers. We have mad DVDs. You can probably get a DVD on anything. God knows they might be in the Caribbean. I'm going to ship some stuff to Jamaica.
They are.
And about next week, I got to ship some stuff to Jamaica.
They are.
So, and build with our people that's there and talk. And I'm sharing with the sister how Jamaica is America
Oh, we.
and how Haiti's America. Again, they use your buddy Will Smith again,
Yeah.
Bad Boys, in the movie. He
Yeah.
said, the Haitian made the comment, "What are you doing in my house?" And he had Will Smith say, "What are you doing in my country?" I'm like, oh, wait a minute. You ain't just throw that in there just to be saying it.
Okay.
I mean, seriously, it's all have messages in it. You know, you have people, you have our Dianos, you have our Diano brothers and sisters calling themselves Puerto Ricans. You only Puerto Rican through lineage. I know, but wait, we know that. But it's only Puerto Rican through lineage. That's through that. So some rape thing.
It was Baranquin.
You're Diano.
Baranquin is the actual sovereign.
I know, but see, we have to teach that to the brothers that's in Haiti, our brothers and sisters that's in Dominica, our brothers, and when I get every chance I get, I talk with them and say, look, we're brothers.
I just received an email from someone that was considered or was Puerto Rican. They are on it. The conscious.
Chasing some woman, or some woman chasing some guy. You're not even gonna think about what's happening.
But that's what it meant when the prophet said that there will be a time when people will be returning to the temples by coattail. However, we must understand what the temple is. The temple is you.
The temple of man.
The temple is the people. So the people are becoming back to themselves. They're realizing that their temples are getting ready to tear it apart. By the end of this, in a couple of months, by the end of this year,
you can look at the weather
the exposure of which is already happening. And so now when that happens and the people recognize that they're being governed by a people who really don't belong in that position, we need to be prepared to react.
Also,
that's what
let's think about it. Let's think about it. This man, like I said, he's not smart. He just know you. We are partying 20. It's not at all. He just knows you.
He learned from you.
No, but that's why I say he learned from you. Now, you know, we always talk about this. While we partying and drinking and having fun, he's planning, you know, the destruction. Like it's a chapter, what was it, Noah in the ark, when the flood was coming. You're gonna start knocking on the door when the water start coming to your knees and your ankles. Think about it, and then it's gonna be too late. Then you're gonna go to all the ones that know and say, please, could you help me get out of this that I'm in? Wait a minute, I've been telling you this for 5 years. It was coming. You don't see the changes? But if I can keep your mind occupied of drinking and getting high or taking some type of drug.
And the National Geographic, they just let out the information. If you're familiar with Brother Aline Bey, he also spoke about pretty much the Earth getting hotter. And it was like, I think 2003 in Europe, over 35,000 people had died.
Because they're coming closer to the sun.
Exactly. Look at the weather right now.